Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Growfold, and today we will be big box store plant shopping at the West Plano Lowe's. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning when I film this, and it is my day off. I have been working endlessly for the last couple of days, but I will be off for the next 2 days. So I'm going to take you alongside with me as I go big box store plant shopping to see if there are any plants from Costa Farms or any plants that we can make as Christmas presents. Can you believe that in just less than a week that we're going to actually have Christmas? I hope you guys have had an amazing holiday season. So come along with me as I go big box store plant shopping. I will be filming throughout the day, so hopefully you guys will stay tuned for some of my newer content. And if you haven't already, go ahead and press the thumbs up right now, like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself, and it helps me out a ton. So I will see you guys there. Let's go ahead and do a detailed walkthrough at one of my favorite Lowe's locations to shop at in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. All right, let's do this. And here we are. Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Growfold, and we are going to be going big box store plant shopping at the Lowe's out here in West Plano, Texas. It is a windy, gloomy morning, but you know what? We are going to bring the sunshine when we see all of these beautiful houseplants. I am really looking forward to seeing some new Costa Farms trending tropical plants, Live Trends design plants, as well as urban jungle plants. This is one of my favorite Lowe's locations because it does have a massive selection. Every time I go big box store plant shopping, you can see that the fall season has come around. You can see that the leaves are turning different colors. As always, plant foldies, please press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I would love for our community to continue to grow. And for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. My name is Richie, and I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. Also, if you get a chance, follow my Instagram page at Growfolds. If you have an Instagram page, that is the fastest and most direct way to get in touch with me if you have any questions about the plant, or if you just want a new friend to talk about plants. That is me. So follow my Instagram page at Growfolds. I'd love to connect as well. We've got some plant foldies out there already on the Instagram page where I post often. But as you can see right here, plant foldies, we are still in the full swing of the Christmas season. A lot of the Christmas trees, a lot of the Christmas decorations are now going on clearance or on sale for like 50% off. So this is the time if you just want to go put in some more Christmas decorations. Can you believe that Christmas is literally a week from today, 7 days from now, and it will be Christmas Eve. I hope everybody has had an amazing holiday season. For me, it has been a very hectic, somewhat stressful. I mean, I guess stressful is somewhat downplaying it, but it has been quite a busy holiday season for me. So I do apologize for anybody that has been watching my channel for quite some time if I haven't been as consistent with my daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. These videos do take quite a bit of time and effort, but I enjoy making this content because if it does bring you joy, then I am super happy to provide, plant content that you can enjoy. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just show you a little bit of a walkthrough here. We're going to go in the outdoor garden section and then quickly go back inside. I wanted to show you some planters beforehand and just some more seasonal garden plants. But as you can see right here, look at all of these gorgeous plants that we have at this Lowe's location. Super full. And you already know this particular Lowe's location I like because it's got its own little greenhouse effect. There is these tall ceilings, tall windows, windows that give it lots of bright light. You can see that a lot of the Lowe's locations have actually gotten a new Costa Farms plants restock. So we're going to go see what kind of plants Costa Farms has released in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm going to go ahead and showcase this beautiful neon pothos right here. Costa Farms has some amazing hanging basket plants, very budget friendly, cost effective house plants. This one is for $20.98 in an 8-inch planter. You get a nice lush and full neon pothos. That is my favorite pothos plant to grow just because of the color. And then also pothos plants, I would recommend this as a beginner friendly plant. I say this in all of my videos, but I truly believe in this because if you're looking for a plant that's going to perform in terms of growth, it's pretty pest resistant, you can propagate it easily, therefore you can actually get some free plants, which is the best kind of plant, then you need to go ahead and go through with the pothos plant. As far as this golden pothos, this is the classic house plant. Some people will overlook it, but I love the fact that you can actually utilize golden pothos as more of a decorative option as well, because if you let it trail, you can let it cascade off bookshelves or shelves in general. Really nice look. And then you'll see over here, we've got some more Costa Farms plants in 10-inch planters. And I'm going to go ahead and spin around here and show you some more of the hanging baskets. It looks like they've gotten an overage of hanging basket plants. And take a look at this. This is a Hydra Helix Bettina ivy. I've never seen the Bettina ivy actually have curls, so I'm not 100% sure if that's like the mature version of a Hedera Helix Bettina. I love the the variegation of this English ivy. Y'all already know English ivy is a bit challenging to grow indoors because it is so spider mite prone, but I'll tell you, my English ivy that are growing outdoors, some of it actually started to trail down its planter and it started to attach itself to the ground. So it's a very invasive plant. I would not recommend putting it in your landscape because it is pretty resistant as well. Now over here, pearls and jade pothos. Now this is a little bit more uncommon to find in an 8-inch hanging basket. Again, this is provided by Costa Farms. This is $20.98. Shout out to Costa Farms. If you haven't done your shopping, they do offer plants that you can buy on their website, www.costafarms.com. Definitely check out some of their new releases. I am really in the search for the anthurium hybrids that they have released for trending tropicals, as well as a variegated pink Musa banana tree. So I am looking for that, but for now I am actually happy to see this Synapsis trubeii Moonlight for only $13.98 in a 6-inch planter. And take a look at this Hydra Helix. This one is the correct way to say it is Hedera Helix Florida ivy. This is a beautiful ivy. If you really look at the leaf shape, it's got a little bit more of a sharper leaf shape. Beautiful plant. I love English ivy in a sense that it does remind me of Japanese maple leaves or maple leaves in general. And for those that don't know, I actually like landscaping and gardening as well. Outdoor gardening is also my niche. I would even say that outdoor gardening as a kid was really where I started growing plants. I got a lot of my plant influence to just be interested in growing plants because of my Lola Belen, or my grandmother Belen. She is the one who taught me how to take care of plants. And you know, her being 90 years old, she does attribute a lot of her health, her good health, her longevity to just growing plants in general. So, you know, kudos to my grandmother Belen. And I did also want to say for all of the plant foldies that have given me good vibes, prayers for her speedy recovery. Thank you so much. She did want to tell me that she is able to stand up and walk. She is not necessarily able to walk without her walker. I told her to be a little bit more cautious. So just updates on my grandmother. Feel free to leave any comments in the comment section if you have any messages for her. She does watch my big box store plant shopping videos as well. Now over here, variegated Monstera Letriana. This is another beautiful Monstera. This one is for $24.98. Again, another Costa Farms trending tropical plant. Now, if you want to give somebody a Christmas present, or if you want some Christmas ideas, house plants or tropical plants from Costa Farms would make great Christmas gifts, last minute Christmas gifts. If you don't have any available or you haven't bought any yet, you can give somebody, say, this neon pothos here for $20.98. Beautiful plant. I love it. You can go ahead and gift me a neon pothos. And speaking of Christmas present gifts, you can also gift people gift cards to these big box stores. So for instance, Lowe's has gift cards, and I did want to say thank you to my husband, Luke. He ended up getting me some Lowe's gift cards, and I was able to get a special planter using those digital gift cards. So if you are interested in giving a present to a content creator like myself, there are digital options in which you can send gift cards to these from these big box stores. Now over here, plant foldies, we are out and about again in the outdoor garden section. I did want to show the Tradescanthia Nanook, and my Tradescanthia Nanook, unfortunately, the one that I basically rescued from the gates of Plant Heaven, it was on the verge of going to Plant Heaven. It ended up kind of getting a lot of frost damage, so I'm gonna have to cut it back down to basically the stumps, and hopefully it will come back. I love Tradescanthia Nanook because it's very easy to propagate. The success rate of it being able to grow just from straight cuttings and sticking it into the soil is highly likely. I would say a 90% chance. It is a plant that does get a little bit leggy, as you can tell here. What I would recommend is taking the tops of some of these Tradescanthia, and these are only for $1.98. You can actually put them in the soil, the mother plant, and it will actually fill it up a little bit more. And that's really what you want to do for any plants that are a little bit leggy. You can just propagate some cuttings and stick it back into the actual pot. Now over here, Norfolk pine. I know some people will research Norfolk pine care tips. For me, I know that it needs bright light. It does need consistent watering, and that's really all I know about the Norfolk pine. So again, plant foldies, feel free to leave in the comments section what you think and what plant care tips you have. I also wanted to walk around here. So around this time is when big box stores will actually liquidate or clearance out a lot of their succulents and cactus, at least in areas of the country where it does get quite cold. You can see right here, this is 50% off, because you can see that there is a line drawn across this particular plant that signifies that this plant is on clearance for 50% off. So if you're looking to get some mega savings, sales, some amazing deals while shopping, then I would also look for these clearance succulents. These are still super healthy, and if you're looking to save some money and you are on a budget in terms of just your plants, I would definitely explore some Lowe's locations. right, plant foldies, it is a beautiful morning out here in West Plano, Texas. We are at the Lowe's location, and you can see right here, I am behind the planters. I'm gonna go back and look at the indoor tropical plants, but you can see right here, this is a beautiful Valley Bevel planter for $7.98. I really like the look of this, and you can see that there is a drainage hole. So when we're talking about some of the plants and just what we want to do in terms of the aesthetic behind it, I really do recommend terracotta planters. You can see right over here, this one is for $3.98. We've got this terracotta planter, but if you notice that it's got a really just simple shape, and I am all about minimalistic planters. I've talked about that often whenever I do big box or plant shopping videos. So terracotta planters are really good. You know, as I showed you some of the succulents and cactus that were on 50% off, you can just see that they've got several different types of planters here. You can see over here, we also have the granite ones, which I've used. The only thing is, I wish that this didn't have the little bevel at the very top. Like, I wish it was more of the ones over there with the simple planter. But needless to say, I love the neutral color on this one. The thing about Lowe's locations is they all have pretty much similar planters, but this one has a really good selection. So that's the reason why, again, I went ahead and traveled really far for this content. But you can see right here, we've got a beautiful gray planter. I like this, and then we also have a deeper tone right over here. I also love this one as well. This one is for $3.28. Now, I do want to know, as far as the plant foldies, if you guys actually have a specific aesthetic. But you can see right here, we do have quite a bit of planters, and that's the thing about going big box store plant shopping. You can not only just get plants, but you can also get planters. Lots here. I really love this one as well. And then we also have these glazed planters. I'm not as big of a fan with the glazed planters, but needless to say, everybody else has their own aesthetics. And obviously the Talavera planters, these ones are made in Mexico. This one is for $26.98, but you can see that it's got hand painted look about it. And that's the thing about hand painted things. That is definitely something that I think we should all celebrate. So you can see right over here, we've got this beautiful planter as well. Love that. Okay. So a quick commercial break. Please do not click away. I promise you we'll get to the main event in just a second, but I did want to go ahead and talk about this beautiful Aglaonema book called Indonesia's Living Jewel. This is a English book that features Aglaonema care and Indonesian hybrids. This was created by my friend Harry of Art Garden Flowers and the Art Garden Flowers team. Art Garden Flowers is an Indonesian nursery and also an air cargo service that ships directly to your doorstep to the United States. In conjunction with Mr. Benz of AglioMart88 on Instagram, you can see that there are so many beautiful photos of these Indonesian hybrids. You already know, plant foldies, I want to hashtag popularize Aglaonema, and this is one way to get these Aglaonema varieties that we often don't see in the United States by just checking out this book. This book will showcase all of the many different Indonesian varieties. There are so many that are being produced. There are plant care tips and other things such as history of the Aglaonema plant. And I think that for anybody that grows Aglaonema, this is the perfect book for you. We will have this available for purchase next year, hopefully at some type of plant show. And if you see that QR code, you can press the pause button and you can actually buy Aglaonema and get it shipped directly to your doorstep. And one last thing, so if you didn't know, Aglaonema Ratna is the newest Indonesian hybrid that was created by the legendary Greg Hambali. Go ahead and do a search for Greg Hambali hybrids and you will understand why his work is phenomenal. I am in the search in the hope to possibly get an Aglaonema Ratna. So with the help of the plant foldy community, I'm asking you guys to make my Christmas wish list plant come true. This plant is quite expensive. It's about 10 million rupiah, around $600 US. So I created a GoFundMe account. I did get some donations. I really appreciate it. But if you are feeling compelled to possibly send a donation, you can go ahead and send one through my GoFundMe account. It is in the description link of this video. Click that and I would highly appreciate it. Of course, you don't necessarily have to donate. I think your viewership and just your support is enough for me. But you know what? You never know what you will get unless you ask. And so maybe, just maybe, I may end up getting that Aglaonema rapna. Plant foldies. Now we are back inside looking at this massive selection of houseplants right here at this Lowe's location. You can see we've got several beautiful plants right here. You can see that we have this one right here for Costa Farms, $15.98. I love shopping at this Lowe's location because they definitely have quite a bit of house plants. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of these easy care plants. We talk about Christmas plants or things that you can give as a Christmas present, and I would even recommend this for $15.98. You can see that we've got some beautiful pothos or Epipremnum aureum. I really like this one as well, and you can just see that pothos plants are quite easy. We also have this one right here, plant foldies. Y'all know that I like to take you guys on big box or plant shopping videos, but I also want to make sure that you guys are getting the recommendations. So this one right here is an actually a Ficus elastica ruby, $15.98. You can see that it is another plant that I like to add to any collection just because it is a fairly easy growing plant. It is going to need quite a bit of bright indirect light in order for it to really do well. But you know, in terms of big box or plant shopping, again, it is imperative that you actually just go to a location that has quite a bit of plants. And you can see earlier we had a bunch of pothos plants right here. As far as trending tropical plants, so it looks like Costa Farms has a couple of new ones, but this one right here is a philodendron golden crocodile, $19.98. You can see that it's got quite a bit of beautiful coloration. And then we also have a hanging basket Rex begonia. This one is Red Kiss. Now Rex begonias are a little bit more challenging for me. $20.98. I do like the look of it. Unfortunately, it's one of those plants that is not as easy for me to grow. And so I necessarily wouldn't recommend growing it if you are not somebody that has the right conditions for it. But you can see we've got several plants here. We also have urban jungle plants. And if you look behind me, we also have quite a bit of planters. So today's video is going to be really exciting, and you can even see over here. I'm going to go ahead and kneel down and show you. This is what I was talking about. So Costa Farms has new trending tropical plants. Look at how massive this Monstera letriana is for $24.98. Beautiful variegation. I know that in my previous big box store plant shopping video at Home Depot, Proven Winners Leaf Joy actually has it. And then if you see right here, we also, oh my gosh, have a Monstera stadliana. So this one is also a nice one. This is also known as the Monstera Cobra. So I know that it is early morning here and we have somebody that's watering plants, but I also wanted to go ahead and show you some more of the more challenging plants. So this one is a Calathea dotty. This one is for $15.98. You can see it's got beautiful purple coloration, but this is another plant that unfortunately for me is quite challenging. So yeah, we do have a worker that is actually watering the plants, but you can see we do have some of these clearance planters as well. I do like this one, $16.77. Beautiful mixed media right there. I like that as well. This one I really like as far as the shape. Really nice one. What else do we have here? We've got several more plants that we are looking at. I love these Costa Farms plants. So this is another one that I had. This is the Silver Inducon for $24.98. This one was one that actually went to plant heaven. Even though I actually grew it outdoors, it was a little bit challenging. But you know, we're gonna go ahead and just keep looking at some of the plants right over here. Take a look at this silver Indukan right over here. This one is for $24.98. And you know what? This plant, as gorgeous as it is, was just a really challenging plant for me to grow. I even tried to grow it outdoors in a shaded area and it still did not do well for me. So I may do another, silver Indukan just because Costa Farms has re-released a crop of these beautiful plants. I love the metallic foliage on it. I just feel like maybe I didn't know that there was maybe some humidity levels that I needed to hit in order for this particular plant to do well. But as you can see right here, I'm just going to go ahead, pick up these plants. Costa Farms has new trending tropical plant releases. It looks like they're not in self-watering planters, but at the same time, look at the foliage of this. This is such a beautiful plant. Again, if you have any, care tips right here to share with the community, please feel free to leave in the comment section below. And I did want to say thank you to all those that take just a second to leave some comments, to leave some positive feedback in the comment section. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I think in one of our live premieres, we had over or close to 100 comments before the video even ended, and that really boosted the video up. So if you are a diehard plant foldie, if you are a super plant foldie, for those that are part of the YouTube membership tier, leave some comments. Let's get the planty party started in the comment section. So as you can see right here, just gorgeous plants by Costa Farms, trending tropicals. Definitely check out their website online, www.costafarms.com. You can kind of see what is currently being in circulation in terms of big box stores like Lowe's. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pick up these plants, enjoy the beautiful foliage, and just let me know what you think about these Costa Farms plants. Today's video is going to be extra long because I wanted to take a little bit more time to showcase this beautiful Lowe's location, to take you on a detailed shopping trip with me as I pick out plants for potential Christmas gifts. And, as far as a potential Christmas gift, Monstera Peru, $24.98. If you're looking for an easy to care for plant, Monstera Peru is one. And like I said, again, if you are considering houseplants as a Christmas present or to give as a holiday present, remember a couple of factors, and that is basically number one, you want an easy care plant, one that is low maintenance. So what makes a plant low maintenance? Low maintenance means that the plant is a little bit more drought tolerant and low light tolerant. Drought tolerant for somebody that may not necessarily have the time to always water a plant consistently, for instance, me. And then also just low light tolerant. Not everybody has the money or the, love for plants to actually invest in grow lights. So that is just one a couple of factors to consider whenever you are considering a plant that is considered easy care and one that you would gift as a Christmas present. This is beautiful right here, Philodendron Hederaceum Neon. And then we also have some Live Trends design plants here, which I will just show and let you see what they have to offer at this Lowe's location. If you notice that a lot of these big box stores that I go to, I really take the time to specifically find ones that have a large location with a lot of plants, just because I want to get all of the plant foldies, anybody watching excited. I mean, you can see right here, this is an Epipremnum pinnatum skeleton keys in an 8-inch planter for $20.98. Costa Farms has a bunch of these hanging basket plants, and if you saw earlier, many different types of plants to pick from. You can see that even Live Trends Design had some holiday Christmas decoration planters, which really does create the mood of the holiday season. I'm not really a big Christmas decorations decorator, but I do appreciate the holiday spirit. Speaking of holiday spirit, take a look at this mistletoe cactus right here. It almost looks like a Hoya. There was another Hoya that kind of looks like that. Somebody leave in the comment section below what I'm talking about, but mistletoe cactus, really cool looking cactus right here. Now, as far as the carrot tips, not 100% sure what this plant requires. The good thing is on the tags of these Costa Farms plants, they do have basic carrot tips for the specific plant, which I appreciate. This one only is for $16.98. This one is in a 6-inch planter hanging basket, which I actually like. I think it's, the size of it is a little bit more manageable versus the 8-inch planters. But you can see mistletoe cactus. Let me know what you think of this particular plant. I do like the texture of it. And that's the thing about taking the time to just go looking at plants, going plant shopping. You're able to kind of practice mindfulness. I know that when I created this content, I spent the entire day filming plants at different big box stores, and it was very therapeutic just being able to soak in all the beautiful foliage. You don't necessarily have to buy plants, although I would say it was super tempting to pretty much spend all of your paycheck, because look at this variegated Monstera Letriana, again, $24.98 by Costa Farms. Now, as far as the variegated plants, can you believe that there are variegated plants at big box stores? That used to be such a myth, I would say 5 years ago during the pandemic, and now we have more access to all of these different types of plants, which, a lot of people have debates on whether you should buy big box store plants or strictly support local and small businesses. My message is do what you are comfortable with. Go where you feel like you're going to get the best value for your money, and overall, number one, just diversify where you get your plants. You don't need to just strictly buy from, say, local or small businesses, or strictly buy from big box stores. Just diversify where you buy your plants, because at the end of the day, you are supporting totality, everybody that is trying to sell plants and these businesses. So just like the small business that has plants, Costa Farms, all of these big box store nurseries also has a business to run. And if you think about just the amount of plants that actually go to Plant Heaven, I wouldn't necessarily say that they also make a huge profit. And that's just me making assumptions. I may not know the factual data for it, but that's the reason why I definitely want to get people excited to go to these big box stores, to go and shop for these plants, because let's make sure that these get some really good homes. I mean, this red marantha right here is a pretty one as well. But yes, take a look at all of these gorgeous air plants. Now, air plants, again, make a very decorative statement, because they're very low maintenance plants. You just water them by putting them in a bowl of water and then pulling them out and letting them dry out completely. That is it. So you can put them on little vases, different types of fixtures. And I love the fact that it is part of the Live Trends Design aesthetics. Same thing with this right here. So Haworthias, look at these Christmas decoration or holiday theme inspired planters. I really love just the minute details of this plant, just the planter and also the Haworthia. This is for $8.98. And so plant foldies, we're going to go ahead and just continue to walk around and pick up some plants. Again, feel free to just leave comments in the comments section. Also, if you made it this far into the video and haven't pressed the thumbs up or like button for this video, definitely do that. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. It does also validate that I am doing a pretty decent job. I'm investing all this time to go to these big box stores and film for hours and hours in. Now this is a beautiful Syngonium black velvet, also known as a Syngonium raye. I think that's how you pronounce it. Another uncommon Syngonium. Love the velvety texture. $16.98. What a great plant find at this Lowe's location. And now we're going to be looking at this. So I did not realize that Costa Farms also released bonsai holiday theme bonsai. So if you see this, this is a juniper bonsai, but they've actually wrapped little like red berries to give it a little bit of a holiday treatment to it. I love that. That is such a great addition to it. And I love bonsai. That is another world of plants that I haven't fully delved into on the YouTube channel. And I'm hoping that I could showcase some of my bonsai work in the YouTube membership tier, my Super Plant Foldies. But what a beautiful bonsai here. That is such a great idea that they did to just give it a little bit more of a holiday cheer, holiday decorations. This one is for $24.98. And for those that don't know, I am an official affiliate of the bonsaisupply.com. Use my promo code GROWFOLDS for 10% off your entire purchase on that website. I'll show you a little bit of an unboxing video later on this shopping video today, but definitely check that out. And we're just going to continue to stroll around here, look at some plants. This is another Lowe's location that often carries Vanda orchids. I love Vanda orchids, although this one is labeled Lucky Bamboo right over there. But the Vanda orchid has some beautiful roots that are just aerial roots. And then look at this, we've got a beautiful bromeliad by Costa Farms again. This one is for $9.97. Beautiful pink coloration. It looks like somebody spray painted this on the plant. Curious to see if anybody has been growing some bromeliads. I used to not be a fan of them because when I first started doing big box store plant shopping videos more than a year ago, I would often see them and always ask the question, why? But as you start to look at the plant, start to dig into the plant, you start to learn to love the plant. And I think that that's why I love doing these big box or plant shopping videos. I know that you have seen these plants, the format a million times at this point. I do appreciate the viewership, but you never know after just through repetition what types of plants will actually gravitate towards your collection, either organically or through just plant influence. You already know Plant Foldies. I've been trying to get everybody more so involved with Aglaonema, but even Dracaenas, $13.98. Very easy to care for plant. It is another plant, as Christmas is only 7 days away, would make a perfect Christmas holiday present if you are wanting to give somebody a house plant as a Christmas present. Same thing with the Syndapsis Trubii Moonlight, $13.98. This used to be a trending tropical plant. It used to be $19.98, but now it is lower in price, $13.98. All right, Plant Foldies, you can see that this Lowe's location has a lot of beautiful plants, and we are looking at some of these bonsai right here. This one is for $25.98. And you can see that I am an official affiliate of the Bonsai Supply Soil. So use my promo code GROWFOLDS for 10% off your purchase. But as far as Christmas plants or Christmas presents, you can give bonsai as well. I mean, look at how cute this one is for $12.98. So I really like that. And then I also have these ones right here. This is really cute as well. Do you see that? Pretty cool looking bonsai. And then this one is a Chinese elm. So I figured I'd show you some more of the bonsai. This one is for $25.98. Love it. Now, as far as this location, you can see that it's got quite a bit of plants. I mean, you can see right here behind me, it is super packed. And that's the thing about going to these Lowe's locations out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I mean, look at this Phalaenopsis orchid right here. It's stuck, but this one is another Costa Farms one, $20.98. And oh my gosh, I am just having a lot of fun. Hopefully I'm not distracting anybody. I know that there's some folks trying to work and do these plants, but you can see here we've got a lot of plants to look at. have quite a bit of plants to look at. I mean, look at this dendrobium orchid right over here. Beautiful plant. I just love how fragile looking the flowers are, and I just love all of the blooms as well. I don't know if you grow some beautiful orchids, but that's something that I would love to delve into if I just had the actual environment to grow these orchids, because orchids really like warmer environments. They like humidity, they like bright light. And so for me, just living out in the North Dallas area, winter has come or is coming. Things have gotten colder. I've actually had a couple of plant casualty loss just because I didn't have all of the space to overwinter them, and that becomes a problem as we collect plants. I know that there are a lot of people that are on this trend of downsizing plants. You know, I do really well where I downsize my collection, and all of a sudden there is a new release. There are healthy looking plants at a big box store or a local nursery, or better yet, I see all of these new Aglaonema hybrids from Indonesia, and then all of a sudden I'm buying more plants to add in my already large collection. You know, for those that have been asking whether I am going to be doing a houseplant tour anytime soon, just keep waiting. I know my plant foldie, Kathy from Canada. Shout out to Kathy, actually. I know you've been waiting for a while. It will happen. It is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. You never know. It may just pop up on my YouTube membership tier, which I'm actually going to go ahead and plug in this YouTube video right now. For those that don't know, I do have a YouTube membership tier where I post a lot of additional content that is only members only. It typically delves into my lifestyle blog, some of my more exclusive plant content, my journey taking care of backyard chickens, Catriona and Charlotte, my barred rock hen, and also my Rhode Island red, and anything else that is a little bit more extra. It is only for the price of a cup of coffee. It's literally $3.99. But what you'll also get is that exclusive content, additional channel perks such as special emojis. Your name will also be highlighted during the live premiere chats that so many plant foldies get into. And then also at the end of the day, it just makes the YouTube channel a little bit more sustainable for me to continue to create content, because it does help with a little bit of passive income to pay for my gas money and just all of the time and effort I put into it. So I hope you would consider joining and becoming a super plant foldie. If you are watching this on a computer, you can press the join button. But if you want to just join and you're using YouTube on a phone app, you can just press the direct link that is pinned in the comment section below. I hope you guys will consider joining as a super plant foldie and joining my YouTube membership tier. Now over here, again, I'm going to be picking up some of these bonsai right here. This is a Chinese elm bonsai by Costa Farms. Again, if you are liking bonsai or you want some high quality soil that you can utilize for your succulents and cactus, visit www.thebonsaisupply.com. Put in your order and use my promo code GROWFOLDS for 10% off your entire purchase every time you shop at the Bonsai Supply. So I hope you can actually support that local small business that is based out in Houston, Texas. So anyways, plant foldies, you can see right here, we are just picking up a lot of these Costa Farms plants. Now, in terms of smaller plants like this peperomia, for instance, peperomia Golden Gate, this one is for $5.98. Easy care plant. This is a plant I would recommend as a Christmas present plant, a plant that you could actually gift to somebody and it wouldn't add too much workload on them in terms of keeping that plant alive. There are so many Costa Farms exotic angel plants. This is the perfect plant to give if you're wanting an easy care plant. This is a Dracaena Janet Craig Compacta, $5.98. I mean, look at how beautiful that green is. Even the green foliage plants, that deep green, it's just stunning. And then we also have other plants to look at. We have a plethora of bonsai again. Now with the bonsai, these plants need to be grown outdoors. They are not indoor plants, and most people may mistaken them. Now the ficus ginseng could probably grow indoors if you give it enough light, but the junipers definitely need to be consistently watered, and they need to be grown outside. Now we're just going to go ahead and look at some more of these beautiful Vanda orchids and just more plants that they have available at this Lowe's location. Again, I do have to ask plant foldies, have you done your Christmas shopping already? Have you already spent all your money for the holiday season? Feel free to leave in the comment section below as we admire these gorgeous blooming Vanda orchids and other plants they have available. Plant foldies, you've seen a plethora of different types of plants ranging from Costa Farms plants, urban jungle plants, and Live Trends Design. Let me know what you thought, which plants were your favorites in the comment section below. You can see right here, Monstera Deliciosa. This is just a juvenile form. I love it. $24.98. That one is a Live Trends Design plant. And then you can just see there's many different juvenile form Monstera as well as this. So I'm thinking about a really nice pink plant. This is a Fittonia Frankie. $8.98, and I actually have 2 terrarium lamps that I'm wanting to redo and create some terrariums. Would you like to see me do that and create a video? Comment down below and let me know, because I definitely want to do that when I get a little bit more time, sometime after the holiday season. Again, the holiday season has been quite busy. Luckily I am off again Tuesday, Wednesday this week when this video premieres. So I will be spending all of my day working, tirelessly to provide you guys this entertaining plant shopping videos. I really hope you guys are appreciating my efforts. I'm really trying hard to catch up on the YouTube channel, because what happens is when you're not as consistent with a schedule, sometimes the videos don't always get pushed out. And that is even more important, the reason why I want to make sure that I reel it back in and I'm able to have you guys walk alongside with me to look at these beautiful plants. I mean, look at this right here. This Rex Begonia, this one is again for $8.98. Love the silver foliage. You know, the Rex Begonia though is a bit challenging to grow. It's not a beginner friendly plant, but again, if you're going to Lowe's locations or big box stores, there are many places where you can find beginner friendly plants. For instance, we've got a Syngonium here for $5.98. I am on the fence on whether I would gift a Syngonium as a Christmas holiday present, because it is a very thirsty plant. You have to stay on top of the watering. Otherwise, this plant will revolt and go to plant heaven. It is a fast growing plant, however, and you can take cuttings and propagate it. So there are some huge wins when it comes to Syngoniums. It's honestly my first love. You know, somebody asked me what my favorite plant is. Obviously, it's Aglaonema, hashtag popularized Aglaonema, but Syngoniums was actually the first love of mine, where I wanted to collect all the different types of Syngoniums. Now over here we have another Rex Begonia, really nice looking color as well, nice pink coloration, and then the iridescence on the leaves. It's really stunning. So we'll go ahead and just continue to walk around and just look at some of these plants. We've got another Hydra Helix. This one is the Hedera Helix Florida Ivy. Beautiful plant. I may eventually get one. We'll see. I'm gonna see if I want to reintroduce the Hydra Helix challenge that actually happened on the Instagram page, my Instagram page at Growfold. But for those that don't know, I actually have a community tab on my YouTube channel. If you click on my channel, go to community, you can upload and post pictures of your plants and interact with the Plantfoldy community. It's kind of like Facebook, so definitely check that out. And I do want to shout out all of the folks that continue to post their pictures. I love that engagement. I love to get to know y'all. I love to see your plants, so let's do that. Anyways, let's continue to pick up some plants here. Golden Pothos, this one is for $24.98 by Urban Jungle Plants. Classic plant. If you don't have a golden pothos in your collection, buy yourself a golden pothos this Christmas holiday season. That is the gift that you need to gift yourself, alongside with an Aglaonema red Siam, which we will see in just a bit. I hope you all are enjoying me just picking up some plants. You can see that this is a very stocked Lowe's location with many plants to pick from. I hope you guys are enjoying the soundtrack. Again, my soundtrack is created specifically for this YouTube channel. Thank you so much to my friend Jordan. His link is also in the description of this video today. Definitely check that out. But I do love his relaxing track. So if you ever just want to play one of my YouTube videos for the soundtrack or just to listen to me talk, I definitely encourage it. I actually am thankful that some of the plant foldies have told me in the past when I've either met them in person or have given a message on Instagram that they do just listen to my videos or let it play when they're doing plant chores. So really appreciate that. Now, as far as a Ficus elastica taniki here, $15.98. Beautiful plant. You know, tanikis or rubber tree plants like this do need quite a bit of light. Mine ended up going to Plant Heaven because I did not bring it indoors in time, and we ended up getting a cold freeze out in North Dallas, and unfortunately it went to Plant Heaven. So that's the thing about just overloading yourself with plants. When you have a lot of plants to take care of, it does cut into your time. I think the watering especially, but also the space. I know that I'm just literally plant hoarding, and I am trying to gear away from that, but it's a little bit hard. I kind of just wish I had my own greenhouse where I could just hoard plants versus trying to mix plants in an interior space. I don't know if anybody else is struggling with that, but if you are, I would love to know your insights in the comments section below. But as you can see right here, plant foldies, many different types of plants to pick from. You can see we've got a Dracaena Lemon Surprise, beautiful plant, very underrated. It's easy to care for, and it's one that is commonly found. So like I said, again, if you are considering, plants that are going to be given as Christmas gifts, or even adding a plant to your plant collection, look for those easy care plants. Philodendron Black Cardinal. I love this philodendron. It is such a stunner because it's got that beautiful dark foliage. Dark foliage definitely has a very elegant aesthetic behind it. It's got that goth vibe as well, and this is another easy to care for plant. Philodendrons for the most part are fairly easy to care for, except for the velvety textured ones. Now those are a little bit more spider mite prone and require a little bit higher humidity levels, but the Philodendron Black Cardinal, it is another beautiful plant. I would recommend, I actually have one that I'm growing in my office space at work. So that's another thing. Sometimes you end up getting plants. I don't know if you end up bringing plants to your workspace. I have, let's just say I have about 15 plus plants already at work, and it is already taking over my office space. Some of my coworkers kind of look at me crazy, but you know what? Plants bring people joy. Calathea orbifolia, $12.98. This one could bring us joy if it wasn't such a diva, if it wasn't such a it's like a very just fussy plant. I love the look of the plant when it is healthy, but it can quickly go to Plant Heaven if you do not provide it higher humidity levels, distilled water, and consistent watering. That's really what the basic plant care tips for calatheas are, or at least in my experience with them. So let's go ahead and just continue to pick up some plants here. I am a fan of the Urban Jungle planters. They really utilize the terracotta aesthetic, which I think is classic, which I think people should really invest in. $13.98. This would be a perfect Christmas gift if you ask me already, for somebody that wants a house plant. based on the selection, the organization, the cleanliness, the health of the plants, this is definitely a well-kept Lowe's location. I happened to talk to the employee that was actually watering the plants. She mentioned that they water the plants maybe every other day. They sweep around and make sure to get rid of any dead leaves and clean up the plants. So I think that is a fabulous routine. Kudos to the Lowe's location here at West Plano, Texas. This one again is right off the George Bush Tollway. If you go up the road, there is actually a Callaway's Nursery and a Jollibee, which is a Filipino restaurant. So all of the things that you want are within this area. Over here is a Bonnie spider plant, and I really wanted to get this one right here. This is a pet-friendly plant for $20.98. I mean, look at how lush and full and healthy this is. And again, Costa Farms has really outdone themselves in terms of providing many plants, especially during the Christmas holiday season. I know a lot of people are going out shopping. I know everybody's looking to save money and get a good deal. This one is a great deal if you're looking for a plant that is easy to care for and budget friendly as well as pet friendly. So let's keep picking up some plants, and I'll give you some more of my insights in this video. As you can see right here, plant foldies. Look at all of these gorgeous plants we've been looking at today. Lots and lots of just gorgeous plants. Again, if you just pan around here, you can see that this Lowe's location is really full, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you haven't already, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple of some of the plants I like this right here, this silver band marantha. Super nice. Love the planter as well. If you look at the aesthetics behind it, really nice looking plant by Urban Jungle Plants. And I know I've been showing a lot of Costa Farms plants, and that's really because Lowe's typically carries a lot of Costa Farms plants. But if you can see right over here, look at this. Look at all these hanging baskets. And then again, I will show you this right here, this Urban Jungle planter. This one is for $16.98. But if you're looking for a Christmas present or a plant that you want to give as a Christmas gift, I would recommend it. And I don't know, it's just really nice to be able to go out in the morning and film. And you can even see right here, this is a dog-tailed cactus. I know you guys think this is super cute. This one is for $16.98. I really love the look of this one. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, what you think. And as you can tell, I am working super hard to try and get you guys some of this content. And I did want to thank a plant foldie for letting me know that this plant right here that I'm holding is actually called an ant plant. You can see that it's got some a caudex right here, and this is only for $13.98. It looks a little bit droopy. I would assume that this is some type of succulent or cactus, but really interesting plant finds right over here. You know, this Lowe's location is super organized, super full. I was talking to one of the employees that was watering, and I'm hoping that I wasn't getting in her way. I also did want to show you this, a massive spider plant. This is the Bonnie spider plant right here. Let me go ahead and spin and get you better. Look at that. This is a perfect thumbnail, right? I'm probably going to use this as a thumbnail, but anyways, you can see, look at all of the beautiful little babies right over here. Love this. So again, if you are going big box store plant shopping, you can just find several plants to look at. I know that in terms of this plant right here, for instance, this is a Polynesian ivy. It's not a Hydra helix. Look at this one right here. Beautiful, massive plant as well for $21.98. I am gonna also show you this Tradescanthia right over here. This is the Tradescanthia Nanook by Costa Farms. $16.98, and this one's actually quite an easy plant to take care of. The only problem is you have to pinch it back in order for it to not get leggy, but needless to say, it's a beautiful plant. And then we're just going to keep walking around here. You can see that they've got a maidenhair fern, rosy maidenhair fern for $8.98. This one is in a 5-inch planter, so lots to pick from. And then I also wanted to show you this anthurium. So this anthurium right here is $17.98. Perfect Christmas plant again. Really love the look of this particular anthurium, and the reason being is an easy care plant. And as we go big box store plant shopping together, plant foldies, just know that I'm doing my best to try to get you this content. And then behind me, right over here, is a Vanda orchid. Vanda orchids are beautiful. They remind me of my home country, which you already know is the Philippines. So beautiful Vanda orchid. It is in full bloom. It does need quite a bit of bright indirect light, and then you can just see that there are several other Vanda orchids available at this Lowe's location. I like to travel to this Lowe's location because, again, it is super organized. So if you're ever out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, definitely go to this Lowe's location right here. You can see we have more plants, but as far as just the plants that we have in general, we've got an Epipremnum aureum, or Epipremnum pinnatum. This one right here is a skeleton keys. It hasn't really fenestrated, but this is a really nice plant right here. And right next to it is another Epipremnum pinnatum. This one is an Epipremnum pinnatum Cebu Blue Pothos. Look at how massive it is. Very easy to propagate. And if you were to ask me, this is definitely a plant that I would recommend if you want to give as a Christmas gift or a Christmas present. $20.98 for this. I mean, if y'all want to go ahead and drop a super sticker, a super thanks, it's a way to give a monetary tip to a YouTube content creator like myself. Just press the $sign at the very bottom of the screen. I can also get this as actually a gift from you if you like. I'm just kidding, but really this is a beautiful Epipremnum pinnatum Cebu Blue Pothos. Let's see what else we have here. You can see that this one right here is a variegated Dracaena Sandriana. Beautiful plant. It's also known as a lucky bamboo, but it is actually not bamboo. This plant is a little bit thirsty, so you want to make sure that if you're going to put that plant in your plant collection, you definitely want to make sure that you stay on top of the watering conditions. And then I did want to go revisit this. Can you believe that Costa Farms has holiday bonsai? So you can see right here, it has little cranberry type things. This is, again, a really cool looking bonsai tree. Again, if you are ever shopping at the bonsaisupply.com, use my promo code GROWFOLDS for 10% off your entire purchase at the bonsaisupply.com. They have some really good soils. You can even use it for succulents and cactus, and so definitely check that out. But I did want to show you that. And there's just several plants here. I mean, if you just look around, it has been a very peaceful day. I just kind of felt bad that I felt like I was bugging some of the employees, or they were wondering what I was doing. But overall, I really love how full this Lowe's location is right here. So there are a couple more plants that I did want to show you and highlight before we end up going, but hopefully you've gotten some good ideas of what plants that you wanted to buy at this Lowe's location right here. Here we have the Aglaonema red siam. You already know, plant foldies, that I'm not going to go big box store plant shopping and not show you an Aglaonema red siam. $15.98 if you are new to the channel. If you also have been watching my channel for a while and still don't have an Aglaonema red siam, please go ahead and buy yourself an Aglaonema red siam. It's only $15.98. That could be your Christmas present for me, just actually adding an Aglaonema to your collection, because again, we want to make sure that we're talking about Aglaonema. We're getting more people excited about Aglaonema. I'm seeing more people actually carry Aglaonema, so definitely check that out. Care tips again, water when the soil is completely dry. Bright indirect light is best for it, but it can tolerate lower light conditions. And then we also have a Calathea here for $12.98. So, you know, if you're looking for 6-inch planter plants by Costa Farms, right now, at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there are several options. Again, it just makes you want to go shopping. At least for me, if I had all the time in the world to just make videos and showcase all of these plants, I would totally do so. But alas, we all have to work, and unfortunately, I will be working the next 7 days straight until Christmas Eve. But you know, the exciting thing is I will be spending my Christmas with my family in North Houston. I'll be able to see my grandmother. That'll be a lot of fun. And then can you believe the new year is upon us? I can't believe how fast 2025 has come around. But what I will say is I've had a full year where I've been able to say Hydra Helix. This is the Bettina IV right here for $20.98. I'm looking forward to creating a Christmas episode special as well. So for the plant foldies that may not have family to spend for Christmas, I will also be on the live premiere chat. Again, if you haven't been able to make it to the live premiere chats, I understand. We haven't had as many plant foldies on the chat, so I'm hoping that even after the holidays, we can get some more people back on the chat, because I do miss interacting with a lot of the plant foldies. Totally get it. The holiday season is hectic and busy, but hopefully we can all be recharged after the new year. You can see over here, this is actually a really nice one. This one is a Dracaena White Jewel Live Trends design plant. This one is for $24.98 in a cream planter. And take a look at this Ficus elastica burgundy. This one is actually another beautiful plant. I love the planter. That honeycomb texture really complements this plant. You know, Ficus elastica again is another easy plant to care for. It's interesting that this plant is actually a full-blown tree where it is native, but it has become an adaptable indoor plant. This one is another Epipremnum pinnatum. Skeleton keys, beautiful plant. You know, with anything Epipremnum pinnatum, though, you do need to give it quite a bit of light. Otherwise, it's going to shoot runners. They really prefer to grow upward because that's their natural way of growing in the wild. To round out this video today, I did want to show you some of the new trending tropicals plants by Costa Farms. Again, this is the Silver Inducon by Costa Farms, trending tropical plants. I love it. It's just a really challenging plant, but this is for $24.98. If you notice that it's got some beautiful coloration, look at that silver, massive plant, $24.98 by Costa Farms, trending tropicals. This is the Silver Inducon. And then we also have another trending tropical plant. This one is a Monstera Letriana, $24.98. So again, this is another trending tropicals plant by Costa Farms. Really good plant find, I would think, if you're looking for variegated plants. We've got several of them at this Lowe's location, as you can see. Beautiful variegation, especially this one, $24.98 for the Monstera Letriana. We've got also some beautiful other plants right over here. I'm gonna pull up. They've got a beautiful philodendron moonlight. This one's by Urban Jungle. Look at that one as well. I like this one because it's got some nice coloration. It would be one I would recommend as an easy care plant. And then we also have another Monstera Letriana right over here. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Again, there are lots of other plants. They also have a Monstera Stedliana or Cobra, whatever you want to call it. It is a beautiful plant as well. Really like the look of this one. We also have a Monstera Peru, and here's the thing about Monstera Peru. Look at how beautiful the color is on this Costa Farms plant. Beautiful green deep tone. It does need a moss pole in order for it to really grow well. And then what else do we got here? We've got a massive Hydra Helix. Look at this right over here. This is a shout out to Leap, one of my plant foldies that has an amazing English ivy. Really like the look of this one as well. It is like literally taking over the screen, but you know, English ivies, I love them, but they're a little bit more challenging. And then we also have a Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil, $20.98. So again, whenever you are going big box store plant shopping, just know that if you're going to be shopping for Christmas presents, look for easy care plants. I mean, I would even recommend this ficus elastica right here. This one's the Ruby by Costa Farms, again for only $15.98. And obviously I did want to go ahead and round out today's shopping video with my favorite, Aglaonema Red Siam. If you don't have one of these already, let's make sure you buy one, $15.98. I hope you guys have really enjoyed today's shopping video. I am just having a good time going to all of these different big box stores. This is one of many locations I will be filming at today, but as far as the Aglaonema Red Siam, kudos again to Costa Farms for just really having those available. I really love the look of this Aglaonema, and it's only $15.98. Lots and lots of beautiful plants. I can't get enough of this location here. There's just so many to pick from. So again, if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, definitely check this out. Definitely consider shopping and buying these Costa Farms plants, these urban jungle plants, and just enjoy this season. I just think that that's really what is important, is practicing mindfulness and just really, you know, looking at these plants and just enjoying the foliage. You don't necessarily have to buy them, but if you have the money to do so, I would definitely do it. But look at how massive this location is right here behind me. It is super, super, super full. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to do one more pan over, and then I will see you on the next one. There you have it, plant foldies. Today's big box or plant shopping video was a detailed walkthrough of a very full and lush Lowe's greenhouse. I love the fact that there were so many plants available from Costa Farms. I hope you guys have found some great Christmas ideas. As always, plant foldies, if you haven't considered joining my YouTube membership tier, the Super Plant Foldies, I would love for y'all to consider pressing the join button. Again, it is only for the price of a cup of coffee, $3.99. You will get access to my lifestyle blogs. I will be posting weekly on the Super Plant Foldies, multiple videos. So you can definitely check that out. You'll also get some additional channel perks here. But as far as today's video, you know, just being able to go into a Lowe's location, find the plants that we often see, but find it in a way where they're organized, super healthy, priced affordably. It's just amazing. And that's why I utilize a lot of my big box or plant shopping videos as more as a, like therapy, in a sense that I can practice my mindfulness. I am just really happy that I've been able to just take you guys alongside with me. So become a Super Plant Foldie. Join my YouTube membership tier for more information. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at GrowFolds with all the notification bell on. You will notice that at the screen, there are some videos that are popping up. Go ahead and click on those videos. I also have playlists available. You can see some of my other content that I have available. Maybe you haven't seen them, but I have started to link a lot of my videos together under the end screens. This is Richie at GrowFolds. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I hope everybody is having some success with Christmas shopping. I'll see you on the next one.